pet parents. Sorry. Hello, pet parents. I have Nicole here with me today. I'm Olivia. Oh my goodness, it is not as hot today as it was yesterday. Yesterday was a scorcher, and today we've got the wind.
Nice.
Are you guys at the Queen City X? I went last night for Jason Derulo. You're going tonight?
Yep. Tim Hicks is playing tonight.
Yeah.
Then my country on.
Yeah. Last night it was really, really busy, so I'm assuming tonight it will be too. But we just wanted to hop on here really, really quickly for this Furry Friday. We are going to be talking about 4-Leaf Rover. So they are one of the supplement brands that we carry, and we have quite a few products from them. We don't have all, but we have quite a few. For the most part, we have all of the products here with us today that we usually sell. We just got our order today for 4-Leaf, so it kind of worked out perfect. And we forgot to order one thing, but we'll order it next time. But we're still going to talk about it because it's a really, really great product. Yeah, we're just going to jump right in. So if you're looking for some supplements and you don't know what to do, 4-Leaf Rover is really, really great because they're actually veterinary oh my goodness. Recommended. There we go.
Words are hard.
Yeah. So yeah, they're veterinary recommended and all natural ingredients. Super, super great. Ethically sourced, stuff like that. So really, really great. So I'm going to start off with Better Bones. So Better Bones is that one that I said we forgot to order it. We don't have it in right now. They are known for, if you're making your own homemade raw or cooked meals and you want a safe source of bone, that's what that is. A lot of brands, they will say that they are complete and balanced, but they don't have any bone in their meals or their recipes. So there, in fact, it can be unbalanced in some circumstances. So we want to make sure that we're getting those good source of bones in there. And at least with this stuff, we know it is really, really good. We also have our paper, just so if you see us looking down, because all of this stuff, they do so many things that we just want to make sure that we get every single little thing. But yeah, so they're safe. Sorry about that. We got a phone call. So yeah, they're a safe source of bones for homemade meals. They come from Australian grass-fed cattle. So how they do it is they air dry it and then they make it into a powder. So that way you just use the scoop and stuff like that. And in order to do this, this helps provide those right amounts of calcium and phosphorus, because if we don't do that, that can cause those joint and skeletal issues, especially in young pups, right, if nothing's completely balanced. But yeah, so I don't have that one, but it comes in a similar container to this one. This is the green eggs, which we're going to talk about next. Comes with this, it just has a yellow label instead. That's all. So yeah, next up is going to be green eggs. We carry both sizes because this is our top seller from 4-Leaf Rover. So what this is, it's just a joint and mobility support. So just not your basic joint support, because it does also have eggshell membrane in it, which is really, really good for bones, joints, tendons, ligaments, stuff like that. It's really trying to get a hold of us. I am so sorry. But yeah, it also helps with inflammation. Lots of joint stuff we see, inflammation is happening a lot because it's just kind of that overused joint and it doesn't know what to do, right? So these will definitely help with that. Another thing about this brand is a lot of the stuff you won't need a lot. Like you'll see when I get to the different types of mushrooms, they are very, very tiny containers because they're so condensed and packed with a whole bunch of benefits that you don't need to use a lot at all, right? So super, super cool about that as well. This is also made with 4 ingredients only, and I think that's really, really cool because sometimes when you get into supplements, they just add a whole bunch of ingredients that aren't needed. So this way we know it's clean, it's a limited ingredient, and it's doing what we need it to do. So yeah, that is green eggs. I will hold it up one more time just in case you guys want to see. I also have Facebook on my left and TikTok on the right, so if you see me looking back and forth, that is where it is. But yeah, super, super cool. And we will answer some questions at the end, but I'm just gonna wait. So I just did green eggs. Yeah.
Perfect. So the next one we have is green Rover. I'm gonna show it on this one, and then I'll show it on this one. Everybody can see? Okay, so green Rover is helpful for detoxing the liver. It's a great, inexpensive way to add health benefits and greens to your dog's food. So if you find that your dog's not enjoying just eating like broccoli or greens from your fridge, this is a great way to kind of sneak them in there. It comes in a powdered form, like everything else that we've talked about so far. You don't need very much of it, so the small container gets you quite a bit of life, for sure, out of it. And greens are great for dogs in general.
Yeah, like, and especially, right, like, you have a whole bunch of greens at home, but sometimes it's just easier to get a supplement like this because you're getting like 8 or 10 or 5 different types of greens in there. And this way you don't have to worry about doing it yourself. It's simple and easy. Put the serving in the food, add some liquid if there isn't already, and they're getting those benefits from all the greens.
It's basically like
greens on steroids.
I put green powder in my protein shakes, and this is like a way to do that for your dogs, basically.
Yeah.
So they get all the greens, because it's hard to get all of your vegetables in a day.
And it also has fermented greens in it as well, so fermentation is really, really good for digestion. So it's just that added step that just aids in digestion and overall gut health. But some of the ingredients in this one, like broccoli sprouts, they have alfalfa grass, spirulina, organic agave, and also all of their ingredients are organic too, which is really, really nice. So we know there's no chemicals or anything sprayed on any of the fruits, veggies, bones, stuff like that. So super, super good.
Can it get mixed up with the wet canned dog food?
Of course.
It for sure can. Yeah, we want to add a liquid in with the powder we don't want them snorting it up their nose. Mm-hmm. So you're definitely going to want a liquid. So if you're adding it in with the wet food, that's perfect.
Yeah, for sure. And just like Nicole said, we want to make sure that, especially if it is a dry supplement, we need to make sure there's a liquid in the diet, right? So just kind of go from there. Do you want to do Guts and Glory, or do you want to have it over?
I can do Guts and Glory.
Okay, perfect.
So Guts and Glory is a bunch of basically organ meats. So I'm going to show it to you here, what it looks like. So again, it's a small powder. Basically, it's powdered organs. So it's it's really great for picky eaters. You can sprinkle some of this on top of their food, and they're gonna love the smell of it. It's gonna really entice them to eat their food, because we know some dogs are a little hesitant sometimes. And yeah, so this is a great way to add enticing agent to it, but it's also great for multivitamins as well. So organs are good, vitamins, overall health, and yeah. Anything else to add to that one?
I don't think so. I was just gonna say, I think,
Trying to figure out what organs.
no, it's just that all of them come from New Zealand as well, which is really cool.
That's fascinating.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think it is beef. It's New Zealand beef. So
There
if
we
we
go.
do have a beef allergy, we would want to avoid this one. But if not, like, there's liver, heart, kidney, pancreas, spleen, adrenal, thymus. Like, there is seriously so much good stuff in here. So if you have a really, really picky eater, this is just good for overall health and that enticing agent. So, yeah. Okay, next one we're gonna move on to. This one is one of my favorites, and I think every single dog could have this every single day, no matter what. So this is a 7 different blend of organic mushroom mix. Mushrooms are really, really great just for overall health, for any dog, and I believe for humans as well. And they also are cancer fighting, which is really, really important, because I hate saying that C word, but sometimes it does happen, right? So this is just a good preventative. All of these supplements, if we don't see any problems, they're just a good preventative, right? Just to kind of prevent those things. Zane gets a bunch of supplements every single day, or he switches up every single day just as a preventative. He'll get mushrooms one day, he'll get cranberry powder the next, he'll get a joint supplement. Like, it's seriously switched up every single time. So yeah, this is a blend of 7 different mushrooms. It does say immune on it because mushrooms are really, really great for immunity as well. So if we're seeing any type of allergies, or sometimes with season change, especially here where we are in Saskatchewan, the weather does change quite a bit. And some dogs are just super sensitive to that. So this can also help as well. It is another source of a digestive aid just because the mushrooms work in the ways that they do. But it also helps the heart, liver, and intestines. So it's kind of like that good overall health one. We do have some singular mushroom ones as well, which we'll talk about at the end. But yeah, this one's super, super cool. Yeah, try it out.
Perfect. All right. Our next one is called Protect. I'll show it to you here. Is it backwards all the time?
It will be, yes, unfortunately.
It's blue. That's fun. So Protect is actually soil-based pre and probiotics. So this is going to be great for an addition of like pre and probiotics to their food. So we want to get rid of some itching, or most of the time itching starts in the gut and we need to reset that. So this would be a great one to add into the diet to reset the gut, rebalance those enzymes and pre and probiotics that are in the gut, basically. It's a great, again, it's a powder, so we're gonna wanna add that liquid in. What else do we got?
That's also like another good, like everyday supplement, right? I take a probiotic for myself every single day. Lots of the stuff we have, probiotics are put in the food. Fermentation agents are put in the food because probiotics and prebiotics are so beneficial just to overall health in general, but gut health especially.
Yeah. It's gonna aid in digestion, gonna aid in overall health.
Yeah, like it's just one of those things that is super, super good. And I think everybody should be taking a probiotic no matter what, because I've seen good results from it. But I could be a little biased, so I could be pretty biased. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about, one thing I was going to say about the last one.
Yep.
With it being a probiotic, you can take probiotics alone, but you cannot take a prebiotic without a probiotic, because the probiotic is like the base, and the prebiotics are like the toppings. If you don't have a base, you can't put the toppings. So make sure that we have that good base of the probiotics and then add those prebiotics. Lots of the time you'll find pre and probiotics together, but you will very rarely find prebiotics just on the side because you need that probiotic base. So keep that in mind, and this is good because it is that probiotic base. So this one as well, so this one is Red Rover. So we talked about Green Rover, now we're talking about Red Rover. This is kind of like all those red fruits. So what this does is this is really, really good as well for probiotics, and it'll support gut health. But it's also just like an immune booster, right? So yes, we have the immune from the mushrooms, but it's always great to switch up different immune stuff, right? Just like we said, switch up your proteins all the time, switch up your supplements all the time. Just that variety, right? Because if we stick to the same thing for a while, it's almost like you're gaining immunity to it, right? So yeah, okay, I thought I said that right.
No, you said that right.
You're gaining immunity. So, right, we just want to make sure that we are avoiding that by switching it up all the time. This one has apples with the skin. Apples with the skin are really, really great, I believe, for brain health and fiber as well. So that's where the probiotic comes into play. But yes, I have that written here. The apple skins are great for brain and nervous system. So it's just right, especially for senior pups, I would say this is a really good one as well. I believe the lion's mane as well, which we're going to talk about, that is also going to be another really good one for seniors, but we'll get into that one at the end. But yeah.
Urinary health with the cranberries, is that one?
A little bit, yeah. I would say if you're trying to target urinary health, because you have urinary tract infections, stuff like that, specifically go with just like 100% organic cranberries. But if you just kind of want like a blend of a whole bunch of berries to kind of avoid that and have overall good health and gain immunity, this would be what you're looking for. So,
okay, so our next one is called Safe C. And it's gonna fall out of the box.
Oh no.
Because that's how this works. Okay, well we'll just show you the bottle. We'll just show you the bottle. So this one's a liquid. All the others,
only liquid, yeah.
all the others have been a powder, and this one we have here is a liquid. So it's actually fatty acid oils.
Yeah, it's like
It's omegas. Your omega 3s, is it 6s? I'm gonna double check before I say it.
I believe.
We're not.
Did I not write it down?
Nope.
Oh, well,
It's okay.
I believe it's 6s, but don't quote us on that. Because I read about it and I was like, oh, I'll remember that number, but that has gone far over my head, so.
Either way, we've got the omegas in here. We've got the green lip mussel oil, and then I think that's the main ingredient we're looking at here is the green lip mussels. We talked about them in something else.
So
In the green eggs,
It
yes.
can be similar to the green eggs where this is a joint supplement. They're very similar in the fact that they're both made with green lip mussels. I would say though, if you're looking for specific joint care and we're looking for more so medium to chronic joint care, go with the green eggs because it has that eggshell membrane in it. But if you kind of want your omegas and you want a little bit of joint care, go with the Safe C. This is kind of the more stronger version of the two, if that makes sense.
And our omegas are good for our skin and our coat as well.
Yeah.
So this is great if we're dealing with some skin and coat issues. And yeah, we've got everything covered for that
one's
one.
Pretty straightforward for the most part. But yeah, I'll put it back in the box. Yeah. Okay, so I might just do the last two together because they're very similar, but there still is some differences. And I still have my paper because I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, perfect. So the first one Nicole is going to show you, or you can show both, doesn't matter. So this one is just turkey tail mushroom, just that one. And then the other one is lion's mane mushroom. So both of these are in the immunity one as well, but it also still has 5 other mushrooms in there, right? So these are just pure blends of those single mushrooms. The turkey tail and the lion's mane again are immune boosting, and they are cancer fighting as well. But I would say out of the two, the turkey tail would do a little bit more than the lion's mane. They both kind of support that overall good gut health, that healthy fiber. And I know for sure that the turkey tail is grown on wood for maximum efficiency and quality. It just kind of gets the best product possible. But yeah, and then the lion's mane, that's the one that I was talking about for senior care. That one is really, really good because it actually regulates a normal blood sugar level. So if you have a dog with diabetes, this is really, really great to add into their dish every day, if not twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever works best for you, right? We always suggest every day, but if you can't do that, that's okay. Don't feel bad that you can't. Do it as much as you can.
Or again, if it's like a preventative thing and we're rotating through them, that's always good too. A couple times a week, 3 times a week.
Or if you have mushrooms at your house and you're cutting them up for your salad or your steak or whatever it is, if they're just 100% pure mushrooms, give them to the pups. Like, they will love them. Zane loves his. But yeah, the lion's mane is also really good for those cognitive and neural functions, right? So your brain and your nervous system, really, really good for those. So yeah, they all kind of help with immunity, but they're also cancer fighting. But I would say out of the 3, if you're, I have butterfingers today, you guys. I am so sorry. This is why I had Nicole. But if you're gonna do something for a senior, I would definitely say the lion's mane would be the way to go. So that is all of the ones that we have and that we are gonna talk about today. Their website is amazing. It shows all of their information. I wish we could have their whole line in here, but honestly, it's just a matter of space. So we've picked the ones that we found would help our pet parents the most. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about these ones, I will hang on for a couple of minutes. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I'm just gonna scroll through on TikTok to see what questions we got there. How do you feel about Wonderside? I personally don't know anything on that, so I wouldn't be able to give you an answer. Are those supplements NASC approved? That is a good question. Same thing, I can't, that's something that I would have to look into. I feel like I have seen something about that, but I don't know if it's for this specific brand. But their website would have all that type of information. And somebody asked, what would you give a new pup? From the supplements, that's kind of a hard question because I love them all. I would definitely say start with one of these two. So like I said, a probiotic is just good for overall gut health. Sometimes puppies can be really, really sensitive to diet change, treat change, chew change, like literally anything can kind of make them go out of the sorts. So I would do that. If not, I would do a joint supplement. Yes, they're just a puppy and yes, they're growing, but they are growing at such a fast rate. And sometimes it's really, really hard on their body and it can affect their bones and joints and ligaments and tendons. So this will just help that overall relief and just make sure that they're growing properly. So yeah, I would definitely say one of these two, but if not, they're all great. They will all help with something. You could start with one of these and then do these ones and then, you know, like switch it up, like we said, every single time. So it's totally up to you, but I would definitely say these, if anything. And
green eggs and
green eggs, yeah, and the protect. I'm just trying to think. I know this one comes in a bigger container because we have it, but I'm not sure if the other ones do. But I would have to look into that. But yeah. So yeah, these are the two I would recommend. Is there any other questions? I kind of went through all the other ones. I didn't know all the answers. Somebody said C word. Yes, the C word. I don't like saying the actual word, and all of us here don't like saying it, so we just say the C word.
Nope. I think we got the other ones on here. Yep. I think we got them all that's on here.
Okay, well, you guys, then I think we're going to shut it down for today. If you have any other questions, you can message us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I know on TikTok there is that question feature where you can just send us a question. We do have quite a few right now that we haven't answered yet. We've just been really, really busy, but I promise we will get to it. We are here in store for the people in Regina, Saskatchewan, Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. Yeah, if you have any other questions, just feel free to let us know. And thank you for spending some of your Friday afternoon with us. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.